Ride around my top down, window shaking a lot now. I'ma stay proud, no Kane Brown, but I thank God for these days now. Don't make sounds, crash glass, no rebounds. End town, Nashtyville, and I stay proud now. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your main man, Young Gray. Welcome to Nashtyville. As always, I got my man here, DeMonte, right next to me. How you doing, D?
All right, man. What's up, Dave?
Doing all right, man. Can't complain.
Yes, sir.
So today we're in for a very, very special treat. I brought my friend over here with us, not in person, but we got my boy Yukmouth.
In person.
We got my boy Yukmouth on the line. How you doing, Yuck? How you been, man? I miss you, bro.
Oh, man, it's been a minute, man, since we came out there with Percy, man. It's been a hot second, but, man, I've been doing great, man. God is good, you know what I mean? I'm looking good, you know what I mean? I play good and I pay good, you feel me? Yada, words. You understand the words, man. You know, wait for that Colorado game, man. I'm pumped up, baby. You feel, man?
Me too, man.
Yeah.
So, all right, so, Yuck, let's get into this, man. Obviously, you're a legend in the game. You have probably one of the biggest hip-hop records, if not the biggest hip-hop record ever. Of all time.
Not the biggest. I say one of the biggest weed songs, not the biggest hip hop record.
Well, I will say you got the big.
That's a lot. I say the biggest weed song ever. I take that one.
You do got the biggest weed song ever, and that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, there's no challenger on that one.
Right.
So give us a little bit of a rundown on like the background in hip hop, like what made you get into hip hop? What was that stepping stone to be like, you know what, I'm gonna start rapping?
Jail.
Okay.
I went to jail for a juvenile hall. You know, I was out in the streets, you know, wiggling, working my hustle, you know, selling crack and shit. Got caught up and had to do a year in juvenile. And that motherfucker was like rap boot camp, literally. And Oakland kids was for real though. Like all day we fucking rapping and beating on tables and beating on lockers and shit and rapping. So I knew how to rap. I knew how to rhyme words and shit from junior high school fucking with Numb. Numb had a group called Brothers with Potential, and I was with part of that group. But I was a cartoonist. I was drawing their logos and shit. I played with the rap, but I wasn't hella dope. Numb and them was dope as shit. Rapping circles, all the other members. I was like the least rapping nigga. I wasn't that hot at all. I was pulled. I wasn't trash, but I was the lowest on the totem pole with the skills. You know what I mean? I was not him. So I was the D-boy. I was worried about getting paper. So long story short, selling dope, ended up going to jail and did a year in a juvenile camp called Los Cerros Camp. Now, Oakland, they had an artist named Ascari X that got signed straight from juvenile hall. And this song was called The Water of the State. You know what I mean? About the juvenile system being locked up. So he got signed like when he was like 16 or something, fresh out of jail. You know what I mean? So a lot of people was like trying to follow his footsteps. Like a lot of people in juvenile was rapping their ass off, trying to be the next person to get signed, get a record deal coming out of juvenile hall with a hot song. So it was a lot of dudes. It was a dude from JT the Bigger Figures crew, Get Low Players. You know, JT the Bigger Figures, salute to him because he was one of the first youngsters, you know what I mean, with a record label, him and his crew, you know what I mean, the Get Low Players, the GLP. So one of them dudes was locked up with me. His name is Demo. Okay. So he'd come back, and then our camp, we could go home every weekend. You know what I mean? So I didn't have weekends yet. So Demo had weekends. So he going home, he coming back, you know what I mean, with all the fly raps. He busting like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? We had ciphers and shit, all that type of shit. But beyond that, he had a song called Cancer Stick. A positive song about not smoking cigarettes or whatever. And they had this nigga on tour in jail. Like they was taking this nigga from county to county, from pod to pod. Like how they take the preacher and shit on Sunday. Yeah, the Sunday school.
Yeah.
They had that nigga coming every Sunday right behind the preacher singing Cancer Stick. He was doing like a for real. He was doing a juvenile fucking rap tour. Wow. Literally. Like I need me so I'm thinking I need me a little song, you know what I mean? To have everybody singing. Not positive, but I need me a little song. You know what I mean? Fuck that. So I wrote The Ice Cream Man. You know what I mean? That was the first song I wrote. And I kept writing after that, came up with my name and came up with Numbskull name In Jail.
Wow.
Got out of jail.
Holy.
So I got out of jail with the whole blueprint. I mean, you in jail, you got a lot of time to think.
Right.
You know, I figured the whole shit out. Well, you know what I mean? And I knew Numb was the dopest rapper I knew from Brothers with Potential. Like he was cooking niggas in lunchtime.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm dope now. I'm really dope now. I mean, by being around all these dope ass rappers and Juvenile, it rubbed off. It made me step it up with my lyrics. You know what I mean? So I get out of jail dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not the nigga at the bottom of the totem pole no more. I'm up, I'm cooking shit. You know what I mean? So I get out, I say the rhymes and shit, the numb. I tell him the concept, show him the logo and all this shit, tell him the name, and he with it. You know what I mean? But we still in the streets. We still in the streets. So being still in the street is how we got our deal. You know what I mean? It was a drought. The drought means you can't buy work. If you can't buy it, it's only from certain individuals. You got to be connected, and it's high in the motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a cocaine drought in the Bay. So my sister hooked us up with CNH, you know what I mean? And we go link up with CNH, and I'm like, man, you know, we got coke on the triple beam and shit, money on the table and shit. And I'm like, you know, besides this, you know, you hang with Too Short, right? Because he's from the Dangerous crew, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, man, Too Short, my homie. I'm like, man, fuck all this coke shit, man. We rap. We the Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Hook us up with Too Short.
Yeah.
He's like, man, like bust some raps and shit. So I said the Ice Cream Man, the shit I wrote in camp.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He loved that motherfucker. Numb didn't even have no raps yet. You know what I mean? This is still fresh. Me fresh out of jail. I say like a month or two later. You know what I mean? It's that fast. Numb didn't have time to write. I just told the nigga the idea. We still back in the streets though. Every day, like he ain't write no rhymes. You know what I mean? But I said the Ice Cream Man, and he was like, yo, I got an artist named Drew Down, man. He gonna be at Too Short studio tomorrow. Come through. And that's how we basically got our deal, man. We turned the drug deal into a record deal. Man. So that's how we got on, my nigga.
Holy crow. Wow.
That
is incredible.
Hey man, when timing is when it's your time though, it ain't no stopping it. Yeah. I mean, nobody can stop it.
When you walk through the door, you gotta take advantage. I could have just said, man, no, fuck
that's
that.
a true story, man. That's true.
Bought the dope.
That's
you could have just bought the dope and left. I'm like, this is he go Too Short. Nigga, fuck that. Hey, bro, we rap.
Yeah.
That's almost your, I mean, you know,
that's
like,
my exact
it's the
story.
exact story almost.
That's how I got.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I sold Mr. Chaka's security system. Next thing you know, I have a song with Snoop Dogg.
Right.
Same thing. You got to
Dave in the house begging to rap on the beats that they're playing around that he hears, and Dave's like, you know what?
I'm just gonna do
I'm a rapper, and they're like, buddy, go do your measurements. We don't need you doing. We get off this side of the house. Like, why are you even over here? Yeah. And Dave decides he wants to just start whispering his little raps while he's measuring, and lo and behold, we're cutting a track with Snoop. Like
3 songs later, got a record with Snoop. But
that's dope.
I got 5 on it. When did that come into play? After that, was it shortly after that, or did it take a little while before you got?
Same year we dropped the Ice Cream Man. We made 5 on it. We made all this shit happen in '93. I got out of jail '92. We assigned in '93, so we 18 years old.
So this is also the 20th anniversary for I Got 5 on it then.
We passed the 20.
No,
this is the 20th anniversary for Godzilla.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's 93.
Because are we in 2024?
Godzilla came out in 2003.
2003. Okay, perfect. Yeah.
So this is 20 years for Godzilla.
Yeah, I'm all messed up.
30 years out.
I'm all.
It's 30 years with the Luniz.
30 years.
Hell yeah, man. So that record to this day, like, and we're in Nashville, and you've been out to Nashville and Nashtyville, how we call it, Nashtyville. I think a day before you even got here, I walked into a bar, and there's a country group, and they're playing I Got 5 on it. That's a country group playing it.
Because there is no line in the sand for that song.
There's no line in the sand.
Everybody's going to try it. They may not do it successful.
Yeah.
But the lyrics are the lyrics. And like they'll give it a shot, man.
I love everything, like the whole vibe, man. Back to the story. So 93, we working on Drew Down album, Fools from the Streets. And we coming up, we paying our dues. So we put the Ice Cream Man, all our other songs, Fool from the Streets, Rig Up, all that shit on Drew Down album. You know, paying our dues to, you know, get our buzz from Drew Down album. So boom, Drew Down album come out. We do the Ice Cream Man shit, everything. The buzz is about the Luniz now. So we start working on our album. You know what I mean? Same year. First song we do is fucking I Got 5 on it. Numb, now we write, I got 5 on it, beating on the table and beating on our chest. We didn't even have a beat.
Wow.
So Numbskull came up with, we in the trap, like literally like the hangout where we write our rhymes and shit, and motherfuckers in and out trapping, doing what they do. So we had the little trap spot where we hang out with the music and shit and write and shit. But at this time, we didn't have no music. This comes after. You know what I mean? It's basically our little hangout where niggas smoke weed and chill and shit. So we had the little hangout and shit. Now I'm like, man, I'm tired of everybody making these weed songs and talking about they high. They don't talk about what it takes to get high. Like, he's like, man, let's make a song called I Got 5 on it, because we be pitching in, nigga. You got 5, I got 5. Get a 10-sack, nigga.
That's funny.
Both niggas pitch in, we got a 20-sack, nigga. I'm like, you're right. Nobody talking about the mission to get the weed. I'm high. Like, nigga, what you do to get that weed?
Right.
Yeah.
Young niggas at the same time, we're 18 years old, like 17. This is pitch-in days. Like, we ain't old adults and shit. Like, fresh out of high school, we all pitching in to get the weed. You know what I mean? So, we wrote this shit beating on our chest, literally, at the track. You know what I mean? Didn't even have a beat. So it was our turn to go to the studio. We going to Tone Capone. Shout out Tone Capone. We going to his studio. And this is like when the remix is going down. Puffy is making a dope ass remixes with Mary J. Blige. Everybody is going crazy with the remixes and shit. Snoop Dogg and them, you know what I mean? They came out with all the Parliament Funk remixes and shit with the Doggy Style and the Chronic album. So we like, okay, what remake we gonna do? You know what I mean? And I said, Club Nouveau, why you treat me so bad? It ain't never been done. They use Rumors. They use all the other songs. They never use Why You Treat Me So Bad. And my sister used to bang this song. That's how I know it, because I used to hear this shit all the time. You know what I mean? I said that, whoop, whoop. Man, let's do that. Let's redo that. So we go to the record store, grab the album, you know what I mean, the Club Nouveau album, and we give the album to Tone Capone, and we like, we want this beat redone. And Tone Capone made the beat better than the original beat. He flipped the shit out of that motherfucker, man. So we gonna lay our rhymes and shit or whatever, and I'm saying the hook. I wrote the hook, so I'm saying the hook. I got 5 on the grab your 4, oh, let's get keep. When we leave the studio, and we think we got a hit, you know what I mean? Oh, we got it, you know what I mean? We come back to the studio a couple days later. I'm not on the hook no more. The hook I was saying, somebody's singing it now. Mike Marshall from Timex Social Club, which is part of the whole Club Nouveau crew. So Tone Capone knew Mike Marshall, you know what I mean? Got an original member from their squad, you know what I mean, and got him on to sing the hook. The words that I wrote, it sound better with him singing it. Period. Like, he put that shit up, man. So we heard shit with the singing on it and shit. We like, oh, it's out of here. Like, we got one. You know what I mean? Like, we know we got something that they're gonna play on the radio, like far as in Oakland or the Bay Area. We didn't think about shit going crazy. And this is 93. So as soon as we got that motherfucker, we put it in a vault. Like, we just put it to the side and start working on our mixtape. You know, like, okay, we work on a real album, that's our single. So we start working on the mixtape, finish the mixtape up, and had 5 on it in the cut. So we had 5 on it since 93. We didn't put it out till 95.
Okay.
So we had this song for 2 years before it even came out. So we knew we had, So when we got started the version, off the hype of being on Drew Down's album, when we went to the meeting, they playing some music. We played them 5 on them. Like, okay, that's the first single. We already got it. Let's start working on finishing up the album. So that's how that happened. Like, that got us our deal at version. We already had the single ready. Once we played that, they're like, okay, chop it down and make it single, like make it album or radio wise, because we rapped about 32 bars. Like, the real 5 on it. When we rapping back to back, you hear it at the end of Operation Stack Over. That's the real version where we just rapping back to back. Like, I got 5 on, I got 5. What you got, nigga? Damn, I think I got $2 in my sock, nigga. And we going That's the original one. So we had radio friendly. So that's where you hear the new one.
Right.
You know what I mean? How the bars is up, but that's the original. So we made it radio friendly and shit. And once the album came out, the motherfucker went gold. Platinum within a month. We like outdid shit. We outdid Michael Jackson for 3 weeks in a row.
Wow. How does
Michael
that
Jackson,
feel,
bro?
But
I mean,
it was it was like a greatest hits. It wasn't like the real, like he had a real album out. It was like a greatest hits, but still we outdid the greatest hits.
Yeah,
Whatever.
It's Michael Jackson.
Michael
I'm
Jackson.
taking my credit for that one.
Yeah.
Like
It's Mike,
I'm beating out Mike.
We dusted Mike for 3 weeks straight, man. Now it's time to do the motherfucking remix. So we take another page out of Puffy book. Puffy did the Flavor in Your Ear remix with fucking Craig Mack, Biggie, Busta Rhymes, LL Cool J. And I was like, that's the ultimate. You know what I mean? Let's do 5 on it like that. And we grabbed the top niggas from the Bay, E40, Shock G, Spice One, Richie Rich. You know what I mean? Of course, Home Team, Drew Down and the Luniz, man. And hey, we got on that motherfucker and did our 1 too, man. So we took a lot of shit from Puff. Period. A lot of influence, man. A lot of influence, man. But it was dope. The remix sold an extra 2 million, copies. So 3 million copies sold on 5 on it alone. And then the album went platinum. So 4 times platinum with that project alone.
Wow. Isn't it crazy though? Like we just spoke to Murph.
I was just about to say the same thing. Literally the tie-in is
that
exact.
Puff had with Murph or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the same thing.
He literally just said
on the back
thing.
with Yuck. That's crazy.
He said Puffy influenced him. He said Puff influenced him.
Well, with Puff and Tail Feather, or Shake Your Tail Feather with Murph or whatever.
Yeah,
that's what.
But it's just that whole tying in of. I mean, it's exactly what you just said. It was like, put the right people at the table.
Yeah, you put the right people
let's
at
make
the
it
table.
Happen.
Because for Murph,
crazy.
Puff had all of the Bad Boy soundtrack that he was in control of.
Right.
So when he did the Shake Your Tail Feather with Puff was like, all right, this is the theme song or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I forgot he had the song with Puff.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, Shake Your Tail Feather for that Bad Boy soundtrack.
Think about Bad Boys. I mean, it's forever sitting there in all our mind. I mean,
the Bad Boy soundtrack.
And another big salute to Puff, man. Like right after that, we went on. Like speaking of the devil, right after that, we went on tour with Biggie and Puff.
Yeah,
and they had a choice. They had a choice between the Luniz and Mac 10, and they chose the Luniz over Mac 10, my nigga.
Wow.
Because Puff Daddy loved I Got 5 on.
I Got 5 on.
Yeah.
He loved the beat.
Yeah,
he loved the shit out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stone Capone killed it. Like one of his producers would kill a remix. You know what I mean? For just making a beat better. You know what I mean? Than the original. You know what I mean? So
shit. So you were on tour with Biggie.
With Biggie.
Yes. Biggie, my nigga, man. Rest in peace, Big, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah, buddy.
3 days before he died, but we fresh off the block, man. So I was the weed man when 5 on it came out.
Yeah.
We ain't making no money. So now we on tour. Al Heyman, the one that do the boxing, he was doing tours. He was the first Live Nation. He still throw tours and shit too. He do a lot of Drake and them shit. Right. But Al Heyman was the Live Nation back then. So this is Al Heyman tour. You know what I mean? So it's us, it's the Luniz, it's Puff Daddy, it's Biggie, it's Junior Mafia, it's Mary J. Blige, it's Faith, it's Little Kim, it's motherfucking Naughty by Nature, it's Jodeci, it's Timberland and fucking Missy when they was a group.
Right.
They was opening before us. And Tina Howard, like nigga, and who else? That was it. Mary J.
But I mean, that's a whole summer fest.
Yeah,
that's not I mean, like literally. I mean, that is. Let's drop this in the middle of the biggest park in the nation and charge whatever we want to charge to get. Because the thing is, you think about that, like you don't in that moment. These are some massive names.
Yeah.
You have one collection of just musical Hall of Famers. And that you're like, I mean, literally.
Yeah, musical
in one
Hall
space.
of Famers. Everyone he named on that
list. And then
list.
I go back and, we started looking, because we joke about ticket prices of everything now, and like how everything is like.
If you had that lineup.
Oh my God.
If you had that fucking lineup. I'm paying hundreds of dollars. I'm paying 700, whatever, nigga, 1,000.
Right.
For that lineup, I'm paying.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Mary J. Blige.
Yeah.
Faith. Biggie, Puffy, Little Kim, Junior Mafia, Naughty by Nature, nigga, what?
Right.
Yeah.
Timberland.
Right.
Nigga,
Timberland and
Missy.
Yeah.
As a group.
They were opening act. It was
opening act.
Jodeci, DeMonte Swain, that was his group.
Yeah, okay.
Timberland, that was his group. So they was opening act. They was some type of group. but they was dressed in hella leather.
Yeah.
They looked like the Matrix.
Yeah.
It was like all leather shit. The Matrix. I don't know. They had some weird ass names.
Yeah.
But that was the beginning of Missy and Timberland. They was all in the group. Had some other girls with them too. But they was opening for us, my nigga. So after that,
Missy and Timberland opened for you guys.
That's funny.
Yes.
Wow.
Dressed in all leather.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, man.
Leather, like the shiny shit,
leather,
like the shiny leather. Like
so props to Missy for continuing. She continued that trend.
What's that shit?
With the garbage bag.
That shit they call when they be using with the I ain't gonna go there, man. Anyway.
Holy shit. Who was like the final closing act? Biggie?
Nah, hell nah. Shit, Jodeci and Mary J. Blige and them, they was a closing act.
Those were the
Jodeci and Mary J. Blige, they was a closing act.
Jodeci was my first concert, bro.
Was it really?
I was like 13. Like Jodeci was the first concert I ever went to.
Yeah, Jodeci had that. Jodeci had that pull.
No, Biggie closed it.
Biggie.
Oh, Biggie did?
That would make sense. Biggie closed it.
Yeah, Biggie closed it. Yeah, Biggie closed it.
Yeah.
It was Mary J. Blige, Jodeci, then Biggie. Biggie closed it because they came out with everything. Kim, Julia Mott, all them niggas came out on Biggie set.
Right.
Period.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So they ended it with bullshit. We got kicked off the tour with some bullshit. No bullshit.
But
I understand
you can't leave it at that, man. Come on now. I mean,
you got kicked off the tour because we was warned not to do something, and we kept on doing the shit.
Okay.
So it's pyrotech on the stage. They got big ass explosions, like fires and shit, and fireworks popping in the sky. And it's people like Adina Howard and they got Mary J. Blige and all the other singers. They got dancers with dance routines and shit on the stage. So they was telling us, don't bring no fucking liquor on stage because if it dropped, people could slip and fall and bust their shit.
Yeah.
So we done bought the liquor up there. I mean, Biggie and them bring liquor on stage because they the last motherfuckers performing.
Right.
They ain't got to worry about somebody coming behind them and slipping and falling. So Biggie, we ain't know that.
Yeah.
We like, if Big could do it, then we could do it. How the fuck Big and Puff and them pop the fucking Dom Perignon and we bring our little bitch-ass bottle up there, right?
Yeah.
So we thought I kept bringing our little Hennessy bottle up there and shit. And somebody fell. Like Adina Howard went after us and her dancing, soup. Like, yo, stop bringing the liquor on stage. And, man, one more time we bought the liquor on stage, man, and shit, man. We woke up that morning, nigga, the whole tour was gone.
Hey,
I was busting right there, packing all our shit from under the bus, nigga. We like, bro, you ain't gonna take us home?
Look, that's what I'm saying. Young woke up, his bags rolled up to the door already.
Yeah,
like he's like, you packed for me? Like, what are y'all doing?
Man, that nigga had all our shit emptied off the bus. Be like, what you doing? You gotta drive us home. He's like, hell no, I'm driving this motherfucker back to Texas. Y'all niggas gonna hop on a plane. We got months worth of fucking luggage. You know how much luggage costs to hop on a goddamn plane?
My God.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They left us in Arizona, my nigga. There was this show in Arizona, man. We in Phoenix. It's hot than a motherfucker. 100 degrees. I'm thinking on this, all this goddamn luggage. It was bullshit, man. But right after that, another Puff story. Right after that, he remakes 5 on it with the song called "Satisfy You" with R. Kelly. Free R. Kelly, baby.
Yeah.
But he makes "Satisfy You" with R. Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
And I seen the nigga, like I everybody record in LA at the studio called the Enterprise. And we is on the nigga too. We like, man, we just on tour with this nigga. Man, how the fuck he ain't got us on the motherfucking Satisfy You? Nigga, like how you gonna redo our song and not even have us on that motherfucker, right? So look how God worked, man. We in the Enterprise working on Lunatic Music, our second album. And boom, lo and behold, I'm coming in the motherfucker. Puff is coming down the hallway. I said, hey, nigga, we been looking for you. Like, hey, Playboy, I've been looking for you, Playboy. Where's your man? I said, he at home. He said, hey, tell your man to come to the studio tomorrow at whoop, whoop, whoop time. We're going to do the remix to Satisfy You. I said, hell yeah, Puff, let's do this shit. So he got us on the motherfucking remix. So he bent the block and got us on the remix.
Wow.
Yeah, so shout out to Puff, man. We got a big boy check from him, you know what I mean? Definitely one of our biggest feature checks, you know what I mean? He definitely cast us out, you know what I mean? And that studio session had nigga J-Lo at that studio, nigga. So I was nervous. I was fucking up the whole time. Like,
yeah, yeah.
Cause it was that he had the lights dim and shit, so all I could just see is J-Lo silhouette. She's laying on his lap with the ass up in the air, like just laying. It's him and her. And it's me, and the engineer. It ain't no niggas. It's intimate. Like niggas, it's him and J-Lo. Nigga, I'm nervous and a motherfucker.
It's intimate.
Silhouette of a body laying on this nigga lap. I'm like, woo! Like, yo, first of all, I'm nervous because it's Puff, period. Then you got the bad nigga in living color, nigga, J-Lo, nigga. Oh my God. I had to do a lot of different takes, my nigga. A lot of different takes.
Yeah, I would have been the same.
We all would have been the same. I mean, I don't know that changes today.
Yeah, I don't think there's a higher peak that you can get.
That is
industry
up there. Yeah,
right there is when you got Puff Daddy just chilling
with J-Lo across his lap,
across his fucking lap,
and you're rapping and you're looking at
that's
it.
what you see out there.
I'm looking at you. Like, no, I can't. Like, turn the mic around. I can't look at you.
That's actually funny,
man. Salute the Puff, man. He definitely redid the 5 on it with Satisfy You, and then he put us on the remix, man. So that's how you do it. But I enjoy all the remixes, the remakes of 5 on it. Super dope, man. Everybody just keeping the song alive, man. Keeping the vibes alive, man. So we as the Luniz, we have to clear shit and clear licenses every day, man. Like everybody got their own version of it. We love it, straight up. Salute.
And what's dope though is that everybody got a story, man. Like to get us to today, know, and you tell people all the time, everybody got their own personal struggle. Everybody got demons, that you overcome or whatever. And if you're sitting here, we've gotten past the worst day of our life. Let's be real. We're still, if we're sitting here, you survived the worst day of your life to this point. So off of that note, and my question is, if you look back on it now, because I didn't know your story started in jail. You know what I'm saying? So like there's a lot of people that we can walk it backwards and everybody's story is gonna be similar but different. So like looking back on how you got to this point sitting in the studio with us today, what would you say the biggest change you would make getting to this seat?
What you mean, like the change in life that I would make?
Like if there's a life change that you had to look back on that would maybe expedited you sitting in this seat, or a change that, anything. But yeah, what's that one thing that just kind of stands out in your head that if I had done X?
That's deep.
Everything that I did supposed to be done, but I think a couple things that I did that rubbed people the wrong way, I would have did it differently.
Yeah,
I would have still did it, but I should have did it differently to where I should have warned people. As far as I deal with rap a lot. When I went solo, I should have warned Numbskull and CNH, like, yo, I'm about to go solo. I'm still a part of the group. You know what I mean? I'm just branching off. Don't act like I'm not a loony no more. And when they just had to hear it, through the rumors and just sending the contract. It was top secret. So once they heard that, it was like kind of like I betrayed them. That one, I wish I would have did it different, because I think if I would have just came and huddled up and said, hey, I want to do this, but we could still do this, everything would still be fine line to fine tune, between the old relationship.
What's fun? What's funny though? And I swear, I hate to keep circling back to it, but Murph literally just dropped a similar gem on us, because he was talking about, I said, there's not a lot of people. A lot of people dream up of leaving the group and making it on their own out there, but everybody's not capable of doing it. We could sit here and name people that did it successfully and people that were unsuccessful equally. Yeah. We could do that for days. But the one thing Murph said was you can't make it look like you left the group.
Right.
So what you just said is exactly what he said. The people that don't make it, he said the people that don't make it are the ones that made it look like they left the group, but the ones that look like they still got the group, whether you got their support or not, as long as that is what people see and that's what people feel, those guys make it to that next level on their own. They can stand there, not necessarily because you're not on your own. You didn't forget, that those root ties are still there. You didn't go sever something that y'all been in the trenches working on together. and then overnight they wake up and they were like, "Whoa, wait, what is y'all doing?" Like, wait,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a
That's what happened.
surprise. That
It's
element of
it
surprise.
was a surprise.
Yeah,
Like, what this
yeah.
doing? Like, real?
Yeah.
So it was that one. So
Yeah,
I
no,
think
that's
I
cool.
would have did that different.
No,
You know
that's
what I
cool,
mean?
man.
Yeah.
And that applies to us all. I mean, it really does. I mean, like music or not, that applies to
Mhm.
life. Like that's that's just one of those things you can't
do it.
be open and honest, man. That's what you and I we vibe for that reason. Like, I mean, we
Mhm.
are who we are, and it you may not agree with it, and it's like what he said. There's stuff in my life that I would have changed. Maybe not.
All day.
I may
all
not
day.
have. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily
No,
changed.
did not change.
I would have still
would
did
have
it.
did
I
different.
just would have
Would
did
have
it in a
did. Would
different
have did
manner.
it different.
That's correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
did it different. Yeah,
And I
not
think that's
changed, but would have did
yeah,
different.
and I think that's just
Yeah.
the wisdom. Like that's us maturing, and you now looking back on it and looking at it at not 30,000 feet, but 10,000. You drop down, and now you got a different visual on
Mhm.
what you thought was right at that time versus now. You start going, okay, wait, that impacts a lot of people around me. Let me still make this move, but let me make this move more strategic. So it's not, you're not blowing up the spot and
Not
moving
blowing,
forward. Yeah, yeah.
exactly.
No, that's good.
So
It
do
like
you,
it like damn near ended the group.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? 'Cause after that, we didn't put no more Luniz album out for a minute.
right.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like I put out 2 solo albums, then we put out a Looney album. So it took a minute, but we was done with that, like literally because it rubbed niggas the wrong way. So
Yeah.
niggas was mad at me. You
Right.
know what I mean? None's
Mhm.
mad at me. The executive producer mad at me. He not signing off and shit. Like it's a lot of shit going down. He kicked me out the group saying that I ain't in the group no more, all types of shit. So everybody had a little bad blood going on. So it definitely ended the group for
Yeah.
a minute.
Yeah,
Then we
yeah.
got back together and started rocking out again. But for a few years, it ended the group
Yeah.
early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the
Yeah.
main thing. The group is too, you know what I mean? We done made this big ass classic. We done went 4 times platinum, and now niggas want to disband like
Right.
that. That ain't what niggas do when you at the top of the mountain, you
Yeah.
know?
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. That's true.
Yeah. I mean, I think so. Like, and I don't want to switch too much back to it, but like, so like, the movie Us. Did they reach out to you first? Because obviously, like every trailer, everything, it started with deep buddy.
They reached out to the people, you know what I mean, the labels, of course.
Yeah,
We just got to sign off on it. You know,
Yeah.
the big record labels who own the shit, you know what I mean? They got clearance through them and us, you know what I mean? And Jordan Peele, salute to him for even making that shit spooky. I never thought 5 on It was a spooky song until he slowed that shit down. That
Yeah.
shit was
Yeah.
like, whoa.
Yeah.
Sound like fuck it. When Freddy Krueger had that shit going down, them little ding 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 ding, people would come out your ass ding 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 ding.
Yeah, like the way that they did it, like they made that shit spooky.
Right.
Man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, they made it like spooky, like Nightmare on Elm Street. Like
you'd hear I got 5 on it, and motherfuckers are holding a scissor,
Right.
like a scissor outside
But the funny
someone's
part is
house.
when you hear your own song, you almost don't even recognize it because you're like, whoa, wait.
Yeah, you hear your own song, and you're like, whoa.
That's not my track.
But
They
that
killed it, though. I love
Yeah,
what
yeah.
they did with it. I love how they put it in the movie, man. It wasn't just a song; it was the theme of the whole movie, man. So salute to Jordan Peele, man, for even selecting that song, man.
dude, Jordan Peele is low key a genius.
He's a genius.
He's a complete genius.
No doubt.
To go from comedy, like how he did on such a high level,
Right.
to horror films,
Right.
like those are 2 dramatic jumps, like
But-
2 different.
Hey man, talent is talent though, man. Like, and some folks just got it. Like,
Yeah.
There go the Us plaque right there.
Okay.
Oh, you got the Us plaque?
With the scissors.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
That's dope.
crazy, bro.
Yeah, we got the scissors and
the
shit
scissors
that
up
they
there.
use on
That's
shit.
funny.
Holy
That's
shit, with
dope.
the
With the
scissors.
scissors.
Wow.
Yeah, that's dope.
And it's presented from Jordan Peele. You know what I mean? It got the hit single 5 on it. They presented to Gerald Ellis. You know what I mean? That's a 5 on it. Got the scissors and everything. It's dope.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's
boy plaque.
crazy.
That's dope.
I wonder how much that movie sold.
Oh, there's no
Alone.
telling.
Because Get Out was probably one of the biggest movies ever.
Right.
And then followed by Us,
Yeah.
which was absolutely massive.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I think Us was just as big as Get Out, to be
It
honest.
You
had
know
to.
what happened? It was doing some numbers, man, and like Nipsey died like a couple weeks after that because it came out in February. Nipsey had died in March, like literally, like
Yeah.
right when Nipsey died, that shit took the whole breath out of the whole movie. Nobody wanted to see movies no more. Niggas was like focused on who killed Nipsey.
Right,
like,
right.
Yeah.
that whole shit kind of shut it down, like literally. Like I think it came out like at the end of February, and then like mid-March, Nipsey died.
Wow.
No, the end of March, Nipsey died. You know what I mean?
That's when it started not breathing as
slow
much.
down, man.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. All
Like
time.
that. So like Nip, and I'm assuming you probably met Nips before, right? Or hung out with Nipsey and
Oh,
stuff.
absolutely. I met him. I ain't hung out with the nigga like that. I ain't gonna cap and say all that, but I met him.
Yeah, Nips was a nice dude, right? From like,
oh, Nip solid, man. From what I been around, the dude super solid, man. I know his homies though. You know what I mean? Know a few of his homies and shit. I've been seeing him around LA a long time. I know Steve Lobel. You know what I mean? That's my guy. He did a lot of shit with the Luniz. You know what I mean? So I know Steve Lobel a lot, big time. Like, you know what I mean? So Steve, you know what I mean? I met Big U. You know what I mean? He helped us out at Rap a lot. And I met Nip. You know what I mean? Period. I know a few of his homies, but I respected his grind, his hustle, the independence. You know what I mean? His knowledge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I say it was this generation's Tupac. You know what I mean? The way he had the knowledge and the way that he was, you know what I mean, for his community.
Right.
You know what I mean? And trying to put on for the kids and shit. You know what I mean? Not saying it, but really, you got the STEM programs. Kwame Brown, what's this shit called, man? He kept on saying,
oh, man.
What is it? He kept on saying.
I know what you're talking about.
He was starting on this shit too. He was like, we need whatever the program and shit called with the program shit. Anyway, but he had a school. He had a school where you teach motherfuckers how to program and shit and do all that shit. And the college students and shit. So Nip was really for the community and shit, man. So I respected him. I admired his hustle and I admired his mission, you know what I mean? And his crew, his whole crew, you know what I mean? How they held him down, how they stuck together, you know what I mean? How they rock with each other, you know what I mean? Period. So the whole All Money In movement, Black Sam, you know what I mean? I respect the whole shit, man. So salute to him and rest in peace.
Hell yeah, man. All right, so we got to wrap this up, man. Yuck. You're a brother to me, man. I miss you. We're going to get you back out here. It's going to rock.
Hey, man. Nashville was dope as shit, man. Period. Like that downtown area reminded me of the French Quarters. You know what I mean? And New Orleans. It got the same type of vibe. Like I'm waiting for some motherfucker to start throwing some beads out.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
That's exactly. I mean, it's more happening than New Orleans is right now.
For sure. 100%.
Yeah, Broadway.
They got everybody walking with the cowboy hats, cowboy. The girls, they looking like Daisy, you know what I mean? They got the Daisy boots on, the cowgirl boots, the hat, shit. Like, it's a movement, it's a vibe. I fuck with it. I can't wait to come back out there.
Thursday through Sunday, baby. That's nice.
We had freaking the Luniz, Trinidad James.
Yeah.
And in a bar and like at Bowie's.
Okay. Yeah.
Freaking and that's a rock bar normally.
Right.
And the way that we turned this place up for the first time in Nashville history, like the whole building was blazed out.
Right.
Everyone was it was like all rules.
I was about to say, do they usually smoke like that? Because we burnt that motherfucking building down.
No, you don't. Like, and that's no bar at
That's no bar here.
So I'm pretty sure for the first time in history, we were the
Nashville
ones that brought it in.
Yeah.
I'm glad I was able to be a part of that Christian. We Christians the building.
Yeah, exactly.
Rumor has it they're still trying to get the smell out the walls, bro. But I'm just saying.
I bet.
Exactly. All right, man.
Shout out OG Percy, man. Shout out Big Percy.
Shout out to Big Percy. Always. Everything goes through Percy. Percy is definitely one of my biggest influences.
That's how we know each other.
Through Percy.
So salute to Big Percy, man. Straight up, man. Big mover and shaker, man.
Yeah,
you know,
we'll get Percy on the podcast too. I'm
sure.
Percy will bless us with some stories and stuff.
Hey, we appreciate you hanging out with us for a little while today, bro.
Thanks, man. I gotta get back on daddy daycare too. I'm babysitting today. Yeah, they gotta watch these wild ass kids, man. So
we get that, man. We get
y'all
that.
let me get a smoke break. You see, I'm smoking like a motherfucker.
We knew exactly what you needed today, man. So hey, appreciate it.
Yeah, take it easy, man. Thanks for having me.
Hey, we appreciate you, bro.
We'll catch you, man. Appreciate you, my brother. All right.
Peace.
Yes, sir.
Ride around my top down, window shaking a lot now. I'ma stay proud, no Kane Brown, but I thank God for these days now. Don't make sounds, crash glass, no rebounds. N-town, Nashtyville, and I stay proud now.